Yo, what's up everyone? This is RantZ over here from playeressence.com, and I have a real quick video for you guys. And I just want to ask a question. What's up with all of the Final Fantasy 15 versus Xenoblade Chronicles X and the hate going back and forth between fans of these series? It really doesn't make any sense to me, and I'm going to look at it from both point of ways because, as many of you guys know, I run a website called playeressence.com. It's a multi-platform website. I've been running it since 2011. Got serious about it in late 2012, early 2013. But I've been seeing a lot of people go back and forth. A lot of people, especially on Player Essence, talk about, oh, Xenoblade Chronicles is going to do this, it's going to be great, it's going to be so much better than Final Fantasy. Then I have some people on YouTube and some of the comments I see saying, oh, well, Final Fantasy is going to be better, look at the graphics, look at all this, it crushes Xenoblade. And really, both of these games, from what I've been seeing in previews and from what I've played with Xenoblade Chronicles, of course on the Wii, and of course what they've shown with Xenoblade Chronicles X, they're really different type of games. They're different type of games. They're both huge open world JRPGs, awesome, fantastic, but they're really different as far as the battle system, the mechanics, the combat, the action. Everything is really set up more like kind of like a hybrid MMO with the cooldowns and stuff with Xenoblade Chronicles, whereas Final Fantasy is more of the traditional action-based JRPG. So really both these games are different, but this is good. This is not a bad thing, guys. This is a good thing. We want quality JRPGs, do we not? Look at all the games that have been released since the PS4 and Xbox One came out. Heck, even look at what Nintendo's put out. Where are the JRPGs? There's nothing. And if you have a Nintendo 3DS, you're in heaven. You're doing all sorts of good stuff with Bravely 2nd coming out soon. You got Bravely Default, you've got E-Train Odyssey games, you've got Monster Hunter, more of the action line, but still somewhat in there. There are so many RPGs that you can play on there. Fire Emblem, the list just goes on and on and on. Shin Megami Tensei, there's so many games to play. Persona Q, I just keep on thinking of them. So Nintendo 3DS, you're set, but on consoles, there's been nothing for this 8th generation of systems. Very few and far between. A lot of Japanese developers have not jumped on boat. Now here in 2015, we got Xenoblade Chronicles coming out and possibly Final Fantasy coming out by the end of the year. This is a good thing. I don't see why people are trying to pit these two games against each other like it's some type of competition. Heck, they're fighting for survival. The JRPG on consoles has been basically extinct. It's not been here up to this point. So I don't really know why all the bickering is going back and forth. I'm excited to get my hands on Final Fantasy 15. I want to see what they've been up to. Yes, I know people talk about how I've said I'm done with Square Enix, and yeah, for the most part, I was because of what they're doing. But lately, they've been doing some things to kind of look like they're interested in what the little guys like myself have to say, of course all the way up to the big people. And of course with that survey, if you haven't checked it out, Square Enix is taking a survey to where you can go and kind of tell them what you think or what you feel, what they should be doing. There was a really interesting question on there about Chrono Trigger, like what game would you want to see come back, so they're gauging people's interests. So stuff like that has a little bit of a turning effect on me. I do like to see that. Plus, they did a little thing, they saw that video that I made, and yeah. I'll just leave it at that for right now. There's some surprises coming up, especially on this channel and on the website, but it's interesting just because I remember making a video where that one guy, one of the programmers for Final Fantasy 15 was like, oh yeah, I'm buying a Wii U for Xenoblade Chronicles, like it's competition, but at the same time I can appreciate it. And that's kind of how I feel that everybody should be. I mean, it should be to the point where it's like, hey guys, we're not getting a lot of JRPGs. All you see is shooters, 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 shooters all the time. DLC, 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 shooters, DLC, shooters, DLC, everything, cinematic experience, everything's like that. And now you have these games that come out, like Final Fantasy, that have long gameplay, 40, 50 hours of gameplay, plenty of content. For the most part, from what we see, no DLC, crazy tacked on stuff like that. So both with Xenoblade, which is going to be like just a ton of hours in Final Fantasy, we should be looking forward to these games. We want them to be good. I mean, we want both these. Everybody wants Final Fantasy to be good, and from what people have been playing, it's a lot better than that Lightning Returns garbage and that Final Fantasy 13 garbage. So I'm looking forward to both, and I don't understand why there's so much hate between the fans. And I know it's not everybody. I'm not letting a small, maybe vocal minority get in the way of a lot of people that are looking forward to both games. But at the same time, I don't think there should be any decision between the two, because this is, guys, we want JRPGs. We need to make sure that JRPGs are successful, so Square Enix and all these people know that, like, hey, they can make more. Like, if Final Fantasy is successful and if Xenoblade Chronicles is successful, hey, maybe a Chrono Trigger comes back, maybe some of these other RPGs come back, Star Ocean or some of these other ones. Maybe Nintendo finally stops with all these platformers and makes more RPGs, and that's that's probably like the biggest reason why I want Xenoblade Chronicles to succeed, and I think it will succeed, just because people have been looking for that huge, massive RPG on the Wii U that really takes advantage of the gamepad and uses the map. So I think it will succeed, and that's what I want. That's what I really want, and I don't see why anybody is just kind of like, oh well, F Final Fantasy, you know, screw it, it's whatever. Especially if you're a JRPG fan, you should be like, hey, let's look forward to it, let's see what it has to offer. But I mean, I understand some people play they play their roles as far as what they like, and which is cool. Xenoblade is a different style game like Final Fantasy, and a lot of people got burned on the Final Fantasy trilogy beforehand. But at the same time, I mean, it looks like this one's, you know, a lot better than the previous one. So that's just my 2 cents on the whole matter. I feel that we should wait till these games come out. Let's be excited for them. Let's be excited for the Japanese RPG. We're making a comeback. Like I'm on the team or something. They're making a comeback. We got Persona, we got Final Fantasy. Oh my gosh, we got Fire Emblem. There are so many games. Let's get out there and buy these RPGs and show the Japanese game developers that we do want these games. Alright, so that basically wraps it up for this video. Please make sure you like this video if you did like it. It really helps us spread the content across YouTube. Also subscribe if you're someone new. Also, we're on Twitch, so make sure you check out our Twitch TV. Just had a huge live stream for Super Smash Bros. For Glory with Sheik. I'll be doing more. You guys can vote on them, so definitely check out my Twitch and follow me on there as well. Alright, so that basically wraps it up for this video. We will see you guys in the next one. Peace.